Back, gentlemen, this is Delicious, and today, yes, we have Motta. If you are follow me in even on the streaming, I streamed the tactic, and I want to explain some points. We are going through them. I will show you, and so we are gonna build the tactic to get together, and I will even explain you my choice. Obviously, there is some adaptation, something that it's categoric like the rules of Zirke. I just chose this save because it was something that I did for a Patreon, and so it's something that it's ready. The players know each other, and we can just use it as a base. The tactic that I've selected that there it's just literally a present tactic. I removed everything, so you can understand what's going on and why I choose some rules. I tried every many combinations and I came out. I mean, if you even follow the website, you can even see that there are not. It's not very stable, but the results were very good for me. I mean, we won the Champions League. We almost won even Serie A with Bologna. We are gonna check it later on. But first, I wanna choose. I wanna show you because there is something that you can literally do on FM and something that you can't really do. Okay, let's check. Let's do this. We don't really need. I mean, we are. I will just put get stuck in, but you can even go select take a ladder. The problem. Let me take magic pen. This will be a very long video. I mean, I will just explain you. I will cut the most possible on talking. So, double libero. It's literally what he's doing, but the difference in reality and in game, it's abyssal. I mean, you can do that. I mean, you can try to do that. If you have maybe if you have a super spatial players, you can sustain that. I will explain why you can't do really that. The baseline of Motta, it's two players will stay down. That it's not even him. It's something. I mean, by turn, by turn, two players will stay down, and those people will go. Wait, let me include him. He will do and make a nuclear attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you do your plus 2, it's 11. I mean, it's very basic. I don't know why people can't even do that, but I guess it's whatever. Okay, so you wanna keep your double libero. First of all, we're gonna choose something that you can sustain. Don't worry, they will move. They will move even on the defense. Rolls, guys, are something that you need to live with it. Something works, something doesn't, and that's it. I mean, just live with it. This is a simulator game, whatever you wanna call it. This is like you wanna do that. Now this is the first base. I will put instruction later. And we want a win back. I mean, because we want to attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those the only ones that will stay back, it's only him. This is why it's gonna get complicated the stuff. Because literally you can't dream to involve this JK on the build up, okay? You can't. I mean, he will not come out. It's not something that it's happening. You can't recreate the build up, the play out. I mean, if you want to talk about in-game in-game mechanics, you can't recreate the stuff. I mean, I am the most sad person alive. you can't. I mean, you can try whatever. I mean, if you can, and just let me know so we can see together. But I am sure that it's impossible. So the base of Motta, it's like a vertical 272. The build up, it's very fascinating. It's not like the Zerbi, but it's very fascinating. It involves the GK. I saw some content creators doing this in belief that this poor dude will come out. No, he will not. He will stay around maximum. He will stay on this line. I mean, we go sweep a keeper on attack. Because I saw that people are doing this thing. I mean, I even saw that someone doing something like that, but for me it's very wrong because if the mathematics is not opinion, this will be a 3 at back. The 2, it's include the GK. So decide which one you wanna do. If you want, I am just talking about full. If you want to go recreation shape. This one, it can be regista, roaming playmaker, anchor, even if you are more, if you want to tour yourself, deep laning playmaker, whatever you want. I mean, doesn't really matter. I prefer anchor, but I play a different build. If you saw as I said before, if you saw my my streaming on it, you will understand why I use anchor. By the way, let's build something that it's not anchored, because here it's too many on defense, already 4. We play RPM, because for me it's the best DM at the moment. I even put... Okay, let's make some... I don't want them to risk too much. So we go take fewer risk and dribble less. This is how I build it. Him... If he's your last man, I mean, on this thing, he will be your last man. So RPM, here you can, I mean, if you want to play advanced playmaker or whatever, I will choose, as you know, I mean, if you saw the meta roles, I will choose a central midfielder. Why? Because it's customizable, guys. Nothing more, nothing else. I can put whatever I want here. I want to play take fewer risk, dribble less, whatever. I tried everything, even all fluid, super fluid tactic, whatever. I came up, I mean, by watching, by playing, I came up, because the testing were terrible. I mean, 42, 44, 30, 35. I mean, we are playing something that it's around a super shape on offensive, because we are going 2-7. I mean, it's most likely 1-7-2 or 1-8-1. I mean, this is a football manager in his nutshell. I mean, here you can decide if you want to go more control, you can go take fewer risk and dribble less. I will go dribble more and take fewer risk and take more risk, because I want them. They will be my source of goals, the measure. This is how it works. But I mean, we want to do something less, something different. I mean, you can even go like that. Doesn't matter. I mean, doesn't you will lose some maybe some stabilization, but since here we have a bar pros, we can do that. So here RPM win back. Since we are playing so much on offensive, you can go take fewer risk and dribble less. You don't want to lose the ball with your wingbacks, even though you want to dribble more for your wingbacks, believe me. You want them to run. But this is another story, and we are trying to make something different. Here you can choose between inverted winger, inside forward, and winger. Doesn't really matter to me, but I choose inside forward. Run from position. Why? Because they need even to defend, and they will come to defend. Run from position, they will find their best position. And here, guys, I mean, you can go or the deep lining forward or complete forward. For me, complete forward is what I am. It's the most, even if in game CI believe that Zirk say it's DLF, for me it's a complete forward. You can choose between them, and I mean the difference is minimal. No one will judge you for what you will choose. Okay. Like this, we will say 1 when we are in transition. He will go here, he will go here, he will go here. They will go, sorry, I mean a little bit more. Your CM will go like this. They will go here, 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 here. They will go everywhere. I mean, beam, 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 beam. It's gonna be literally, they will fight. We want them. That's why there is a run from position to find their position. Otherwise, we are done. Play out the defense for recreation, guys. I don't know why they made that it's so risky, because it's not involving too much the GK. The passing rate, such as it's very low, or whatever. I mean, here I choose focus play through the middle because it's a vertical. I mean, here they play vertical, and they expand even to the flanks. Since we are going to play EFB, because I want to show you, we are going to choose underlap and overlap. Overlap is essential. I mean, you can't do anything else. You don't want to choose pass into space and nothing else. Tempo, this is an obligation. I mean, I will make a dedicated video about this. You can, if you want to play very tryhard, I mean, if you check the pack, you will find the 3 tactics, but I will explain this in another chapter. So you can, I mean, if you want, you can try standard and you move and you choose your mentality to move on. You see that it's going to work, but I believe that this is the best setup for it. And we are done. In transition, guys, the counter press is something that it's happening. It's happening always. Counter is it's some. I mean, if you don't like it, you can let it outside of it. But for me, those things are. I mean, I made the test of it. I will make it now that I fixed so I can run more. I can run more than 10k runs. I will choose the best 10. I will make now 20k runs, so we can make something more precise. Here, I just suggest you to go roll it out. I mean, for me, it's a take short kicks. If you want to go more recreation, you can go take short kicks. But the build up, I mean, it's not necessary that you do this. I mean, he will choose it. Here, it's another thing that we are forced to make. I will not explain again why. Get stuck in, it's something that you can choose. Step more, I like it. And soon, I mean, I need to run more tests, but tests are very important, guys. I will show you even why they are so much important. So basically, we have our tactic. Obviously, I mean, this team doesn't matter. I mean, I want to because of for the. But you see, already there is some complication, but because it's like. Sorry, yeah. Order pros, it will be like this. We are gonna play like that, and so we go with this. We're going to rest a bit our babies. I will check the team on the day. So stay. I will just stop it for now, and so we go in game. Again, you see where are Zuma and oh Jesus, Mavropanos. Kufel can't really handle Darwin, and you get a. It's gonna happen over and over and over, dude. I can go forever with it. So you saw the tactic that I just showed you. I tried everything, guys. I tried all Libron support, EFB. I tried HB. I tried CM on support. I tried RPM. I tried EV, CF on support, DLF. I didn't try advanced forward because it's not. I don't. I mean, for me, a libero it's necessary just because we want to call it mod. At least one should be there. Like this, at least we are building a 272. We are just adapting to match engine. The GK it's not coming out, so it's hard to make it. The FB it's not covering on the central, but it's only covering. It's like here. Let me show you. I mean, this is the pitch. He will stay here, something like that, on this zone. So if a ball is coming from here, he will try to run like you saw. But he can't contest. I mean, he can't contest. Literally, like you saw with Nunez and Kofel, he can't contest. I mean, you can do whatever you want. He can't contest. I mean, he will not. Now it was even maybe Kofel was even super fast. I don't know, but usually even Luca scored me that he is very slow on counter. It's gonna be a mess. Literally a mess. So by doing this, I just provided more consistency. I mean, we literally came out. I didn't change that much. I just changed the CF during this season. I was playing with CS on support. We did the 107 goals, which is for me really good and insane at the same time because we don't have this kind of a super player. I mean, we don't have wingbacks. I mean. 93 points. I mean, I lost. If you can see those games in live. I played all in streamings. I will repeat till I vomit, I guess. We lost here versus Fiorentina. We lost versus Sassuolo 2 points. But Juventus even another game. I mean, they did 2. It will happen. It will happen. That you will do a lot of shoots. If you don't have cynical players, they will just concede. I mean, you will not score and you concede. We lost here too many. Versus Sassuolo literally destroyed our season. I mean, if you won versus Sassuolo, the 2 games it was bad. But whatever, 93 points for a basic. This is a more control possession tactic. I didn't went for full possession because it's not Motta. I mean, let's check even some. I mean, here for example, and you need to play 3 versions on it. I even trying to make a waste of time. You will. It's not this. You can. I guess I will. It's this. I was trying to. I messed up something. Here, this is your base. Here, it's where you want to all-in. Dude, there are situations on possession tactics that you need to all-in. Best example, you will not believe. I mean, it's the last game of the stream, so you can go check it. We started the game in the worst way possible. Sometimes your players are not really good enough to keep the possession from. They will commit mistakes. Gellert is not that really good to sustain a game versus Barcelona versus Balde, guys. This Balde destroyed us on the first 20 minutes. He literally destroyed us. We couldn't contain him. I mean, he was doing whatever he wanted. He was amazing for that. For me, it was a little bit less. First cross, Balde, bam for Victor Rodriguez. Balde again for Victor Rockwell. Sorry. Here I went all in. All in means you will get even more corners. So we abused one corner routine there, and here another cross, and Zirke did 3-2. I was on lean. After that, you can see what I did. I went on full park the bus because we were even 10 versus 11 because Zirkse got injured and we were out of it. Let's check. I made even a simulation with a city, always in live. I will try to make those things live when I am doing the stuff, so you can even check what I am doing. For me, simulation are not any kind of indicator, but I mean, we can see. So we went here with City, 93 points. It's funny. 121 goals, 31 concede, which means. Bologna was better than this. I mean, Haaland scored 98 goals. But it wasn't even a good run because I don't know how he played. Because I just pre-selected Haalandinho, I guess. Or maybe not even Haalandinho, just put him. No, not even Haalandinho. Because when you see that he come from bench, means that I didn't lock anything. I just let to him 3.18 goals per game, 0.82 concede per game. For me it's too much. Pass completion it's very similar, 89%, 61, because here we are planning on take more risk and dribble more. If you want to keep more possession, you can even go dribble less and take fewer risk. But 60% possession on a tactic that is playing literally higher tempo, passing direction shorter. Just to explain you, I mean, basically, usually you get 53, 55, 5%, and you are not losing that much on GD. So for me, Motta, it's even a way of, it's gonna be under the category of total football. Because for me this is more total football. You will see if you want to play this tactic, you will understand what I mean by total football. And here we lost the Champions League final. But you see, I mean, when you are in a contest, when you are similar teams, you're gonna fight for it. I mean, here versus Barley, we can check some goals here, and I will make a TI and PI, and I guess we are done. I made this one a little bit longer, literally because I wanted to explain better, because maybe, I mean, there are many hours of the streaming and maybe it's not that clear by watching a stream, and I don't think that anyone wanna watch like 20 hours consecutive of streaming. You see, he opened for Greenish scores. This is what I want from my striker. This is what Zirkzek's doing. He opened the space. Just try to adapt the tactic. I mean, it's working. It's stable. It's not OP. It's not really my terminology. I mean, it's not a legend. It could be under a category of legendary tactic because we made it work. But it's not OP. It's by the way, I mean, everything is under possession. Usually, I mean, if you are much stronger than your opponent, you're gonna demolish them. Literally, you gonna walk over them. But when you are not, when your players can't really dominate the midfield, you will suffer a bit. But even there, you can make it out. So, let's see if there is anything. 73% possession because we are better than Barnsley. versus Bayern Monaco. 48 for us, 52 for them. But if you're gonna check how they play, he play on super lower tempo, super much shorter passing. Literally, he do nothing. I mean, it's Tuchel, whatever it is. Literally, he play on a super lower mega tempo. So it's normal that maybe some. I mean, you will get something, but not that much that you believe. Here, I mean, you see Grealish. I was sure that he was going to pass to Ruben. Grealish. He saw Alan because Alan got different movements of Xerxes. This is even important to keep in mind. Here, I mean, it's corner. Let's see how we got the goal. That was more Goretzka behind, very good. He dribbled the poor potato. And CMs will be the double CMs, your inverted winger, inverted forward, sorry. They will be the source where you score the most. 52% versus Atletico. Mm. 53% versus Pochettino, it's not bad. It wasn't even Pochettino. They sacked him. Here, let's see. 70%, we are stronger than Fulham. I mean, guys, when you are stronger, you will dominate like no tomorrow. But for example, here I would play Silva on CM role and Foden on instead of Silva. So you can maximize your CMs. I mean, you have the I mean, just in case someone wanna play Manchester City, you want to maximize your output from central and the laterals. They will feed him. I mean, they fed the poor, the mega monster. I mean, 49 goals in all 98. They will feed him. What a new deal. Bye bye. Let's do a pass at the NPI. Okay, we start with. Here, as I said, you can go sweep keeper on support and on attack. If you really want, I mean, defend, it's not really his role for this tactic. But you can decide. I mean, I am just giving you option. Win back, take fewer risk, dribble less, shoot less often, take harder. Libero, take fewer risk, dribble less, shoot less often. Ball playing defender, dribble less, shoot less often. Wingback, take fewer risk, dribble less, shoot less often, tackle harder. Anchor, just tackle harder, but tackle harder it's whatever. Central midfielder, here you can decide, as I said before. Take more risk, dribble more, run from position, move into shot and tackle harder. The same here, and inside forward, run from position and tackle hard. On both of them, and CM just mark Tiger. This is, I mean, for me, this is my house mark. I mean, I like it. On the, he will try to disturb a lot their build up, and many times it happened that we score from it. Here it's very simple. I mean, play out of defense. It's a must. I mean, those tactics play out of defense. I mean, live it. All the total football that I will make, they will be play out of defense. Focus through the middle, it will be the other mark. Overlap is something that I like on this kind of in this particular scenario because I want, since I am not playing a dribble more from the flanks, and for me it's what makes them good or OP or match engine challenger. You want them to dribble, but with overlap, at least they fix their mentality with the inside forward, and they still doing some of their job. But with dribble more, here you can even go dribble more, take more risk. It will be more the Asian only setup. That if someone of you so I was playing another 4-3-3, a 4-2-3-1. That it was I wanted to try to build up the Zerbi, but there is no build up. So the Zerbi it's not really useful in that case without his build up. Here I just you can if you, for me those are necessary. If you don't like counter press go regroup, I mean it doesn't really matter to me. I mean it's not that it's that's much important, but I will redo this test so we can understand it. And here step one more get stuck in prevention GK. This is something that I want. The lines and high press line of engagement and defensive line is something that it's said, but you can go standard if your defenders are very slow. But at the point you want to go on that scenario, you want to press. I mean, you start even from back. Doesn't really matter. It's how you push your defensive line. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video setup. Guys, if you want to support the channel, the community, whatever, you can join Patreon, you can go through Coffee. I will start to do even double streaming on Twitch and YouTube, because I want to, first this is a YouTube channel, but I want to sustain it, to support it, to even to show you how I play, what I do. I do a lot of mistakes as well when I play on streaming, because I don't really care about all the details, but if you want to go full tryhard, you should do that, because sometimes you are in a situation when where you don't want to be, like the contracts, it's something that you should follow. Sometimes, I mean, like for example, this Roman, no, it's not Roman, it's a son, got this close, 107 million at a point, the AI bot will try to buy him. Stay tuned, stay delicious, and see you next. Bye bye.